literally ripping my face off. Disgusting. It's just hell on earth. Hi everyone, Just Ash here, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys the products that I use on my face for my skincare routine. And I was going to do this as a, hey, here are the products that I use and what I recommend, but then I realized that I kind of recommend all of them. Of course I do. I use them on my face every day. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you guys all of the products that I use and do 2 running totals. I'm going to do an upfront cost, which is what it would cost you if you went out tomorrow and bought every product in this video. And I'm also going to do a monthly cost as well, so I can show you guys how much I would spend every month trying to keep up with this skincare routine. Also, this video is not sponsored in any way, shape or form. You will notice that all of my skincare products come from The Body Shop, apart from maybe 1 or 2, and that is just because I really like The Body Shop's products. They have a store here in Norwich, and they are what I refer to as affordable high-end, so they're good quality products, but they're not like overly expensive. I don't think anything in this particular routine is much more than £10. There might be a couple of products that are like 15, but there's definitely nothing in here that's much more than £10. So let's get on with it, shall we? Okay, so I've got my book, which has all of my notes in it about like how much everything costs and how much you get, because I had to do maths for this video, you know, putting that maths A level to good use. So the first product that I use is this Chamomile Sumptuous Cleansing Butter. It's suitable for sensitive skin. This costs £9 for a pot this big. You get 90 mils in this, and I use this twice a day to take my makeup off. I do double cleanse, so I count this as my oil cleanser, and you get exactly 1 month worth of use out of a pot this size. I have to buy one of those pots every single time I get paid. While a little bit goes a long way, you do have to use quite a lot to get your makeup off. So the monthly cost for that is £9, and they will be added up here when I eventually work out how to do that in the edit. So the next one that I use is my Seaweed Deep Cleansing Gel Wash. This is a water-based cleanser. This is oil-free. It is good for combination to oily skin. I do have combination skin, but unfortunately, I'm going to put this down because my skin is a nightmare. Rather than being like combination oily to normal or combination normal to dry, my skin is combination oily to dry. So I get a really oily T-zone and A-zone. I get really dry skin like around my nostrils and my lips, and then everything else is kind of normal. So I have literally got the worst skin in the world, and you'll probably notice that I do a lot of stuff to my skin, and that is because this is the only routine that I've found that manages that problem. It doesn't necessarily make it any better, but it definitely doesn't make it worse, so I'm quite happy to stick with this routine. So anyway, details about the Seaweed Cleansing Gel. You get 125 mils in this little tube just here. The upfront cost is £8, and these actually last quite a while. These last 3 months. And again, I use this twice a day. I use it morning and evening. So the monthly cost for this one is £2.67, which is actually really worth it for what it is. It's a really good product. It smells really nice. Like, it smells like being at the beach, but like clean as well, because some of the beaches over here in the UK are not the cleanest. Right, what's next? The next step in my routine is toner. I use the British Rose Petal Soft Gel Toner. Now, this is alcohol-free, which I love, because if I put an alcohol-based toner on my skin, it just dries my skin out, and then my skin gets even oilier, which isn't what I want, and then I break out, and it's just hell on earth, and on my face. But this is really nice. This is a really thick formula. It is very much a gel, like it says, rather than, say, like just a watery one. And it really does a good job of making sure my skin is ready to be moisturized, and it smells delicious. It smells like Turkish Delight, like the Rosewater Turkish Delight. It also has bits of petal in it, just in case you were wondering why it looks a bit like goopy. It has bits of petal in it. So this one, you get 250 mils in this bottle. It costs £9.50 and it lasts about 2 months. So your monthly cost is $4.75 and you have to replace it every other month, which is fine. Like, I've had toners that haven't lasted that long and have just been awful. With this, a tiny little bit really does go quite a long way because it is so thick and rich, and it's also slightly moisturizing as well, or at least I found with my skin. And I know it may seem crazy to have really oily skin and put loads of moisturizer on it, but if you don't moisturize oily skin, it dries out and then your oil glands overreact and you get even oilier. So yeah, it's trying to find a balance, basically. You don't want your skin too dry, you don't want your skin too oily, you just want nice balanced skin. Okay, after I've done my toner, it's then time to moisturize, and I use a Vitamin E Gel Moisture Cream, again for normal to combination skin, because if I put anything for dry skin on my face, it's too much, it blocks my pores and I break out. The Vitamin E Gel Moisturizer, this stuff is the best. I have only been using all of this stuff on my face for a relatively short time now, like just long enough to work out how long everything lasts, but the gel moisturizer I have used for years. I used to be a Body Shop at Home consultant. My mom also used to be a Body Shop at Home consultant, and that's why I use a lot of Body Shop products, because they've just kind of been around forever in my life, and I have literally used this one or a very similar formula, but not exactly the same, that they don't make anymore, from the Body Shop on my face for years, because it is the only thing that moisturizes the dry parts of my skin and the normal parts of my skin enough without also making my oily parts of my skin just disgusting. So you get 50 mils in this. This one is a bit more expensive. This does cost £13, but it does last 6 months. Again, a tiny little bit of this goes a really long way. So you're looking at £4.34 for your monthly cost. You just have to remember that it runs out after 6 months anyway, like it goes bad, so you really should replace it. Now, I also use an eye cream. I've only started using an eye cream very recently because I started to notice that I was getting like laughter lines around the corners of my eyes. So I use a Vitamin E Refreshing Eyes Cube. These are an absolute little gem. I love them. They go on so smoothly. You don't have to like rub your finger on it and then pat it on. You can just like dab it onto your eye and it doesn't pull at all, which is really great because obviously if you pull at like the delicate skin around your eyes, that's how you get wrinkles. So this is really good. You only get 4 grams of product in here, but this does last 6 months because you are using such a tiny amount. Even if you use it twice a day, even if you use it morning and night like I do, you are using such a tiny amount. So it's £9.50 to go and buy one of these, and like, they are quite small. You do only get 4 grams. Is it worth £9.50? Heck yeah, it's worth £9.50. The formula is fantastic, and it is a £1.58 monthly cost because these last such a long time. I will be replacing this one when it runs out. I adore it, and it really does, like, it doesn't get rid of wrinkles, okay? Nothing is going to get rid of wrinkles, but it does hydrate under your eyes so much. It's really good for fighting, like, bags, dark circles, wrinkles, all sorts of things like that. So I absolutely love this. And then the last step in my like daily morning and night routine is lip balm. I get really dry lips because I have a really bad habit of chewing my lips. I like to like chew the dry skin off and then I bite them and then they get chapped and then I pick the scabs. I'm a disgusting human being. That's so gross that I've just put that out on the internet. But anyway, I use a Born Lippy lip pot. This one is Satsuma flavored and it has a little bit of sparkle in it and it is tinted orange, but like you can just wipe it off whenever you put lipstick on, or if you're using like liquid lipstick, you can leave it on because the liquid lipstick will cover up the glitter and it locks in the hydration. These last 12 months, and I'm pretty certain they actually would last longer than that, but they expire after 12 months, so you do need to replace them after that length of time. They are £2.50 for 250 millilitres in this little pot, which makes your monthly cost a whopping 21p for one of these, provided you don't do what I always do and put it in your handbag and then just lose it or forget about it. Like, you only need to buy one of these per year. This is the best value product in this routine. It's 21p per month and you really do only have to buy them once a year. ask for them as a birthday present, ask them as a Christmas present, and then you're sorted. That is the end of my like morning and night makeup routine. I do have a few other products that I want to share with you guys, and obviously this is still just like face products. So once a week I exfoliate my skin. If I do it any more than that, it tends to like dry out and then I get really flaky skin, and it's just kind of gross, to be honest with you. So I use a Seaweed Pore Cleansing Exfoliator. Again, this one is for combination oily skin. I really gently, like, just circular motions all over my face. It doesn't make my skin sting, which is really good. I've used exfoliators before that have, like, felt like they are literally ripping my face off. This one is quite gentle, and you get 100 mils in this, and they are £11. This particular tube, because I only use it once a week, it does last 6 months, and the monthly cost for me is £1.83. So this is another one that is really good value. Also in my weekly routine, and usually on the day where I exfoliate. So if I exfoliate in the morning, and I exfoliate before I do my toner. And then in the evening on that day, once I've taken my makeup off and done my toner, I will do a sheet mask. Now, I don't know if the Body Shop sells sheet masks. I think the only ones I've seen are like $8.99, and that is ridiculous. So I don't use the Body Shop sheet masks. I tend to get my sheet masks from Superdrug. For a little while, I really loved the like simple moisturizing one, but at the moment, I'm really into the Jinju Beauty ones. They are made in Korea. They have these cute little characters on the front. I used a bubble exfoliating one instead of my exfoliator the other week. And then I've got an egg white sheet mask. Now, these are the most expensive monthly cost because they are $2.99 per mask. However, they are often on offer, especially if you get them from places like Superdrug or Boots. They'll have like a 2 for £3. So your average monthly cost for these is £7, which is ridiculous. If you do not want to do sheet masks, you don't have to. You can replace them with pretty much any face mask. However, I'm like so obsessed with sheet masks. I think they are the coolest little beauty product ever. They make my skin feel so soft. So just be aware that if you do start doing sheet masks once a week, they are very expensive, but you can usually get them on offer. Okay, so that is everything to do with like my face skin, and to be honest with you, I have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 products that I use on my face regularly. How do I have any skin left? Like, I know what you're thinking, that is a lot to do, but as I've mentioned previously, it's the only thing that really controls my skin. I'm gonna just take a minute to add up the monthly cost and the upfront cost for my face skincare routine, and I'll be right back. I need to do some maths. Bear with me. Hey, what's up guys? Editor Ash from the future here. You remember that maths A level that I said I had at the top of the video? Well, I forgot to mention that I actually got an E in my maths A level, and for good reason, because even though I worked out these numbers on screen with a calculator, I royally messed it up when I was filming, and I got the numbers completely wrong. So the correct numbers are on your screen now for the upfront cost and monthly cost of this skincare routine. And what you're going to do now is you're going to get to sit and watch me completely overreact about numbers that are completely wrong. So enjoy. Okay, so I've worked that out, and I'm really disappointed in myself with how much money that I spend on skincare. So the upfront cost, if you guys wanted to go out and buy everything in my face care routine tomorrow morning, you would be looking at paying a whopping £82.99. That is a lot of money for skincare, and I feel like there aren't enough beauty gurus on YouTube that say this, but you don't have to buy really expensive skincare products. I do because it's the only thing that works for my face, but there are plenty of like high street or drugstore brands out of there that work fine. Some brands that I've used in the past that were okay is Simple, and then you have Boots Botanics as well. They are really good. I don't know if you can get them like over in America. I don't know if they're like UK only brands, but they are some really good, cheaper brands that you can use for good skincare products. I'm like wholly disappointed in myself that every single thing that I have sat here on the table that I put on my face costs $82.99. That's ridiculous. That's almost as much as a ticket to a WWE show over here costs. And I put that on my face every day. Okay, so we also have the monthly cost. Now, I worked this out by taking the cost of each item and dividing it by how long it lasts and then adding all of those up. So the monthly cost is £40.13, which is, again, kind of ridiculous, and I'm kind of shocked at myself. But then you have to remember, you aren't spending £40 every month on skincare. That's just what it averages out to, like, depending on how long everything lasts. Obviously, certain items do last longer than others. The exfoliator that I use once a week will last much, much longer than the cleanser that I use twice a day, every day. So just bear that in mind. That is it for the end of this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Feel free to leave any comments below, either with your skincare routine, products that you recommend, or, you know, feel free to judge me for spending way too much on skincare. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below, and remember to ring the notification bell as well, and I'll see you next time.